I'm on. Oh, that needs to be on mute. Mute. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm on. Totally on. Hey guys. I'm still getting myself together a little bit here, but tonight I'm making meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and brownies. Thank you all for watching. And let's just get into it. I'm gonna flub around just a little bit while I'm trying to get myself together. But I will be with you very, very soon. And I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit too. Oh, thank you for letting me know you hear me. All right. Just need to move this because this is not a free ad campaign. All right. Let's see. I'm going to move this camera here and unzoom that. Okay, there we go. I need my trash bowl. Trash bowl. Trash bowl. Trash bowl. Okay, I'm floundering a little bit. Thank you guys for coming. So we're making meatloaf because it's easy and it's fast, and we have people coming over. So I'm very, very excited about that. Before I get started with like mashing my ingredients together, I am going to saute. I'm going to saute some onions and some garlic. It does make a difference. If you choose not to do this, it's all right if you choose not to do this, but it definitely does make a difference. There are a couple of things today that are going to make a difference. I am currently editing apple, eating apples, ugh, while watching you. Needed a snack. Yuck. Yuck. But thanks for letting me know. Turning my stomach. Ooh, child. Okay. Before I even get into this, I'm gonna put my gloves in the bowl and move this back here, and I'm gonna move over my induction stovetop. It's so funny because I know y'all can hear me, but you can't see me at this particular moment. Just moving things over. And I'm gonna give this a spray and wipe down. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Back in the frame. Oh, that's so weird. I'm watching the live too, just so I can see what you guys can see. And the delay on the thing is so funny because now I'm back in the frame, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of seconds where I'm not in the frame and it looks funny. All right. I'm gonna give my little area a wipe down. So we went to the grocery store, and when we got home, um, you have a nice voice. Aw, you should be a singer or something. It's around 15 seconds, BTW. Oh, uh, for those of you, if you ever comment on a video and you see someone named Milik on there, that's the editor, y'all. So if you want to say hey to the editor and he comments something, you can totally see that. You can see him. That's him. if you want to talk to him or message him or something. Let's give my little surface a spray here. Before we even get out the stuff and before I get to chopping things. Yeah, this is really live. Off. Need my cutting board. This is so funny. I know it definitely triggers. I know it definitely triggers some people when you use a cutting board on a non-cutting board surface. Do I do that to trigger people? Am I about to do this on here to trigger people? No. But am I going to do it on here anyway? Yes. Let's see. Using a little tiny skillet. Oh, get that there. Put my knives, not my knives, I'm gonna put my gloves on. So, okay, for the meatloaf, today I'm working with 2,000 grams of mixed meat using beef and pork mix. And I'm doubling this recipe only because I'm making it for 4 people tonight. And you should still have leftovers, but 3 of these people can eat. So I'm just making sure that there's enough food. Whole yellow onion. All right. Oh, please like the video. If you like what you see, please like the video. But we're well into the beginning of the video, so I don't expect anybody to like the video now. Normally I cut like crescent moon shapes of my onions, but I'm gonna cut these well, no, I'll leave them in the crescent moon shape, I think. Again, this is a step that you don't have to do, but it definitely makes a big difference flavor-wise. We have a stadium on our street and they play games on Saturday mostly, and they are playing a game right now. I'm not sure if you guys can hear them or if the noise cancellation on my microphone is doing a good job, because for the most part, when the noise cancellation is working really good on the mic, you can't hear the air conditioning. And let me tell you, the air conditioning is running. I wouldn't be up here filming if the air conditioning wasn't running. Especially since I'm using the oven twice tonight. Yeah. Okay, so I've chopped up my whole onion here. I shouldn't use this knife. I should have reserved this knife for later. Ooh. All right. Let me see. Okay, so inside of my pan here, I'm just going in with a little bit of olive oil. I need to actually add more olive oil to this thing. I have used it up. And I'm just giving this like a quickly cooking this up. Quickly cooking this up. And I'll quickly do the garlic as well. Oh man. I'm like super overexposed here because of my ceramic pots are white. And when I'm cooking, well, they're yellow onions, but they look white inside of the pan. So, but they're cooking. You'll see them when they turn brown. Okay, now while this is becoming friends, I will mash up about six cloves of garlic. To me, it's really funny when sweetie, the editor is at the grocery store and he keeps texting me that everything is closed. It's all right. I will pivot, but your message has been received. If you're watching the live, okay. I'm gonna leave that there real quick. Okay, back to what I was actually saying. I am going to go ahead and mash up about 6 garlic cloves for this. Anytime I see a recipe and it's like 3 garlic cloves, 2 garlic cloves, I'm like, my minimum is 6. Usually, I like the garlic flavor, but yeah, my minimum is 6. Oh, I have to do something off camera really quickly because my air conditioning is running. Yes, that's true. But my window is also open, so I have to fix that because we're air conditioning outside now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my heat down just because I'm making my onions brown like me, and that wasn't necessarily the goal. All right. All right, that's 3 cloves of garlic. About to go in with 3 more cloves of garlic, and I'll be done with the garlic. All right. And this is 3 more cloves of garlic. I love this garlic press. Oh, coming up this week, spoiler alert for you guys. Monday's video is going to be a normal recipe video, but Thursday's video is going to be a gear guide. So all of my favorite kitchen gear. And hopefully I can answer some of the questions that people have had about what I'm using, what I like to use. Hopefully I can answer that question on Thursday. I'm only saying that because you guys are watching the live, so giving you guys a little extra treat there. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna add more oil to this. If you've ever made any kind of something with, oh, that's better. That was overexposed. Oh, that's better. Oh my God. Y'all just saw the cameraman. They didn't see me? They didn't. Oh, you took yourself off? You sneaky, sneaky little ninja, you. Any, Anywho, the cameraman distracted me. Goodness. If you've ever cooked any onions, garlic of any kind, the onions really absorb the oil, especially if you're making something like a French onion soup. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You have to add a lot more butter or oil than you think when you're cooking those, especially French onion soup. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Because it takes several hours to cook down the onions. Okay, this is about dark enough for me. With me turning down my heat, they're super soft. But I'll cook them for another couple of minutes here. Oh, I love that this is live because you can really see how I'm going to do these things in real time. And I'll talk about one of the hacks that I use for my potatoes, which is why that's not going to take forever to make either. All right. I'm going to take this out now because I have the garlic in there and I don't want it to become bitter. So taking this off heat. And I put it in the back. So if you were paying attention behind me, if you can see that, I have my meat over here on top of the oven. You can't even see that. I have my meat over there on top of the oven. And it's because I wanted it to be more room temperature than cold. But I have that going on over there. Taking this off. I will use this induction stovetop several times tonight. You need something to drink, Mr. Cameraman?
Yes, some iced tea, please.
Some iced tea?
Yeah.
I got you.
I am just.
Do you want some ice in it?
No, just.
Mmm. It's funky?
Yeah.
What can we do about it? Uh, I might need your other tea. So you have, well, you can drink that for dinner. And we'll get some ice going. All right, I'm gonna hand this to the cameraman.
Oh, you're I'm so cute. Thank you, babe.
All right, now we can get into the nitty gritty. Sauteing the onions and the garlic was really the most difficult part of this whole thing. Everything else is just dump and go. And dump and go. If you want like the official recipe with all of the measurements and everything for a single portion of this, you can go to the website. After the live is over, I will link it down below. But I will ask Mr. Cameraman to kindly put it in the top left or right hand corner, the name of the website. So you can go there and look for all of the official ingredients.
It's supposed to be there, but somehow it's not showing up.
Oh, that's weird. I only have this out because I'm going to measure flour here today. And I'm using gluten-free flour just because one of my guests has celiacs, so I'm making sure that this is okay for her to eat. But in my recipe on the website, you'll see panko breadcrumbs.
Did you add the sleeping pill for?
I also added the special sleeping pills into it just for her. But since this is gonna go to everyone, I have to make sure I'm putting it in only something she's gonna eat. Because, you know. Do people? I know we have this thing about washing our meat and all of that, which I do, but nobody washes their ground meats. Well, I don't. I don't know anybody that does. I didn't grow up like that. But I wonder why we don't wash ground meat. Because people make things with ground chicken and they don't wash it. But they wash their chicken. I'm trying to like find the difference. And also washing the meat is not really about washing the meat. It's about tenderizing the meat, in my opinion. And getting those flavors injected into the meat. It's more about a tenderization thing than anything. Because if you think about it, what do you wash your meat with? You wash your meat with vinegars, you wash your meat with I'm looking at my recipe book right now that you can't see.
Can you blend the meat?
I'm looking at my recipe book that y'all can't see right now.
It is a top secret recipe.
It is a top secret recipe book.
And it's guarded at night by two ferocious beasts.
Ferocious beasts. We have lions guarding these recipes. So be very, very careful if you try to look at my recipe book because
Yeah, one will roar on the back, and the other will squeak at you.
exactly, they will get you. Let me see. Chicken FY. They make gluten-free breadcrumbs. Okay.
I knew that.
I'm glad that they make gluten-free breadcrumbs, but since nobody else in this apartment is gluten-free, I'm going to use the gluten-free thing that I had, which is flour. But thank you kindly for letting me know that. But anyway, I was on the tangent about washing the meat. So you put vinegars, you put fruit juices like lemon juice, lime juice, all of these things in order to wash meat. I wash my beef too in the same way, by the way. Um, but all of that stuff really tenderizes the meat. So why do we say wash the meat when that's tenderizing the meat? Okay, so one of my friends just visited the States and she brought me back this liquid smoke. So this is not in the original recipe, but she brought me some liquid smoke. So I'm gonna put some liquid smoke in here because I'm really interested in seeing what that's gonna be like. Oh, that's okay. I didn't think we had liquid smoke in the grocery store, and I found yesterday that we actually do have liquid smoke. Um, but there's only one kind of liquid smoke. So I'm actually using the kind in this recipe. Well, it's not really a recipe because I'm going off top of my dome. Um, I'm using this and this just to see what happens. But if you've ever used liquid smoke, you know you can't use a lot of it. FYI, Austrian gluten free. Yeah, I think your needy friend. Yeah, there's something I learned after last year in making a whole bunch of substitutions for people. If you are the one that has the issue with the thing, I don't think it's unfair if I make the whole thing to accommodate a dietary request for one person or two people to get that person to buy the ingredient because I don't think that's unfair. So yeah, my gluten-free friend might need to hook me up on some breadcrumbs if that's what they want in their thing. But tonight I have gluten-free flour, so that's what I'm using. I also was thinking about doing cornstarch, but the truth is I was really going to use cornstarch or potato starch in this, but I didn't feel like going through the Amazon forest to search through my pantry to get it. So I pulled out the flour instead.
Okay.
Yep. How dare I? Oh, I normally put heavy cream in this. I'm going to skip that step because there's somebody else that is lactose free. So we have a gluten free and a lactose free crowd tonight. So I'm going to skip that step. It would. It would. Well, not a lactose free. He's not lactose free. He's allergic to the enzyme in milk, I think. That's not lactose. I'm talking crazy because it's not. I'm not lactose free, so I don't really know what I'm talking about.
I'm not crazy.
I know he switched those numbers. I know he swapped those numbers, right? Swap. Okay. I'm adding hot ketchup to this. I would personally like the Hellfire one, but my dinner guests are, so I'm not going to do that tonight because I don't want to kill nobody.
Yes.
Well, hopefully never. Let me see. Did you remember to take the gloves out of the bowl before adding all of this? What? Um, my friend just asked me a question that lets me know that she's not paying attention to the live. So I'm going to not answer that question. I'm adding Worcestershire sauce into this, probably too much, but you know, we are flying
At the speed of sound.
at We are flying at the speed of sound. Oh man, we are flying at the speed of sound.
To show you where people began.
To show you where it all begins. Yep. All right. Putting pepper in this. Also, that's a change from my original recipe. In my original recipe, I use white pepper. I'm just using regular black pepper because that's what I have. Okay, now I'm going to add in 6 eggs into here, only because I've doubled my recipe, so I'm adding 6 eggs or 4 eggs. Why do the main people that try to multitask are the people with ADHD? You
Precisely because they have ADHD.
you literally have a is it a disease or a disorder? You literally have a disorder that says that you can't do more than one thing at once. And you people are the main ones trying to do 6 things at once.
Because sometimes I think about six things at once, and yes, I managed to get nothing done.
You see how I never said the cameraman's name and he feels called out? I'm not even talking about the cameraman. All right, so our garlic and onions from earlier,
That smells and look amazing.
putting those in. Oh, I'm so glad because this recipe is the exact same temperature I need for um it's the exact same temperature I need for my brownies, so I will be cooking both of those at the same time.
Look at that. That looks fantastic.
Okay. I'm
Ah,
pretty sure you can hear the cameraman. Next thing I'm going in with is my goat cheese here. Because I can use goat cheese from a friend. For some reason, he's not reactive to goat cheese.
me either.
Uh, the cameraman says him either, but I don't make substitutions for the cameraman anymore when it comes to dairy because the cameraman eats ice cream and pizza. So I don't make substitutions for the cameraman. Even if that means I have to eat things by myself, like cheesecakes. It's so horrible. I have to eat a whole cheesecake by myself. I'm so miserable. All right, got a fresh pair of gloves here. Oh, let me grab my loaf dishes.
What was that sneeze?
It wasn't a sneeze.
Did you fart?
No,
It wasn't. He farted.
I did not.
That was the one who farted.
All right, so
Right?
goat cheese.
Yeah, change the topic.
And ignore the cameraman. I should have used a bigger bowl than this. But here we are. I think I need to add more ketchup, but yes, there's goat cheese in here. Hello. This is not your mama's meatloaf. That goes for all of y'all. This ain't your mama's meatloaf. This is my meatloaf. Mine. I definitely should have used a bigger bowl. But my big bowl is my trash bowl right now, so I can't switch that.
Yeah, you let
Wow. I'm so glad y'all can't hear the cameraman. He's really like a 12-year-old in a 30-year-old body. He also looks 12 years old, so directly after this, I'm going to start working on the brownies. All right, so I'm going to start moving things into my loaf pan. I have 2 loaf pans here. I'm just going to scoop and dump and press down. No real rhyme or reason to it. My original recipe also makes 2 loaf pans or just one big old one. And you can just double what you see there. And don't worry about stuffing your loaf pan too much. Are they normal size loaf pans? Yes, these are totally normal loaf pans. I do not recall exactly what a normal loaf pan is, but it's not the same. It's not the size of like a Pullman loaf pan, if you're familiar with that. It's the normal size loaf pan. Don't worry about overstuffing your loaf pan because it's going to shrink a lot, as ground meat does. They have some extra flour down here that didn't get mixed in. So it's going to get mixed into this one. All right. You, oh, you can see the second loaf pan. Okay. I was about to say you probably can't see the second loaf pan, but you can. All right. Okay, so at this point, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. This is going to bake for 50 minutes. I'll take a little bit of that, move it here. Again, do not worry about overstuffing your loaf pan. It is perfectly okay. I got a little extra meat here, so I'm going to try to get that all into here. Just press that down because we don't waste food around here.
I love wasting.
All right. And now I'm taking my gloves off and getting meat on my hands, which defeats the purpose of me wearing gloves in the first place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop these in my oven. The baking sheet that normally is in here, where is that, sweetie? The baking sheet that normally goes in there, where is that?
It's in the dishwasher.
Okay, let me grab that real quick. Because we overflowed our meatloaves, just want to make sure that we have a pan in the oven to catch grease. So I'm putting the one that came with the mini oven. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in there and start the cooking process for my meatloaves. Oh, 175 I said, didn't I? Okay, that's going. I'm gonna quickly clean up my station here and move on to my brownie because I have 20 minutes before I need to stick my brownie in. Making sure that everything is coming out together. No, no, yeah, yeah, I'm good. All good. Stick this here. I'm gonna leave my ketchup out because I'm gonna use it to make a sauce later. And I need these ingredients. Well, some of my ingredients will stay out because I'll need them for my brownies. All right, clean space. Just gonna give my hands a wash real quick and I will jump into my brownies. My brownies can be made completely by hand, which is what I'm gonna do today. Just cleaning up my bowl that has meat in it. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer questions while I'm doing this. I'm washing the bowl that I just used for the meatloaf so I can make my brownies in the same bowl. I don't want to grab another bowl. Just washing it real good. And I have myself on a timer, funnily enough. So earlier I brought out 2 cutting boards of the same kind because the second cutting board, I'm going to use it for chopping chocolate. Oh. Oh, I did need that. Okay. So I'm also making brownies, but I'm using normal flour for my brownies because my friend that has celiacs is not eating sugar right now. So I can just make my normal brownie. Okay, just checking, consulting my own cookbook to see what else I need. A little bit of salt. Need that. Got my eggs back here. Chocolate, cocoa powder, flour, Cool. So back here on this stove top, I'm going to melt some butter. It's going to clean out the pan I used earlier and melt butter in that. And I am using an entire, it's not really a stick of butter, but I'll call it a stick for the purposes of that. I'm using a whole stick of European butter. So that's 250 grams. You need lots of, you need lots of butter. You need lots of butter for your brownie. For your brownie. Yes. And these will be gooey, delicious brownies, not cakey brownies, because if I wanted to make a cake, I'd make a cake. It's struggling? Oh. Okay, what do I need? That's all right. I just needed to do this one thing that I needed to do. All right, brownies. Butter in the bag. Let me go ahead and melt my butter here. We went to the grocery store earlier and our butter got chemicals all over it, so we had to throw out that butter. But I always have butter. But now I'm totally out of butter, so I hope I don't need butter tomorrow. Because I don't have none. Because everything closes at 6 o'clock. And the grocery store is not open on Sunday. Not one that we're going to go to anyway.
I don't want to go to much but
It's not an emergency. And tomorrow we're having Taco Pockets anyway, so
yeah,
no need for the, yeah, Mr. Cameraman actually came up with the idea to do Taco Pockets mañana, so happy about that. It is always nice when I don't have to think about what I'm making. When I can just make something and I don't have to think about it. Okay, this is how much chocolate I'm using. No, I didn't measure it. Also, if you want the brownie recipe, aaroninthekitchen.com.
it's written right here, right here.
It is, the cameraman says he's pointing at it. So you will be able to see that. I'm glad that these brownies come together pretty fast. And I don't have to like stress about this. But of course you can add in whatever it is that you want to add in. This is baking chocolate, by the way. So percentage wise, I'm not sure like if it's, I think it's semi-sweet or something. I think, I don't know. So, you know. Go ahead and add my eggs in here. The fudginess of your brownie really has to do with how much butter you use, how many eggs you use, and how long you cook your brownie. All right, turning on my scale so I can go on with my ingredients. All right. Going in with 100 grams of brown sugar here. Yeah, also it depends on what sugar you use. Because brown sugar in baked goods makes them looser. And white sugar makes them moist, yes, but it also gives them structure because white sugar gives it structure and sweetness. This is flour. I wasn't planning to go in with that, but I'm going in with it now. How much flour am I using? Okay, 120 grams of flour. All right. Because I'm not looking at my butter, I'm turning the heat down so I don't burn it up. It can be brown, but I don't want to burn it. And 300 grams of regular sugar. Regular sugar gives structure, sweetness, yes, softness, but brown sugar helps things to be looser. So, like, for example, if you wanted to make my brownie pudding recipe, also on aaroninthekitchen.com or on YouTube, you can click the video. We use a lot of brown sugar in that, more brown sugar than white, because it's a pudding. So we want the texture to be a looser consistency. Let's see. We like brown things in here. All right, going in with my salt here. And going in with cocoa powder. I always use Dutch processed. Always, always, always. I don't use the regular cocoa powder. If you ever wonder if I'm using cocoa powder, I'm not. I'm using Dutch processed always. A little stuck in the corner. And before I open the one I just got, I want to get all of this out because I don't want to mix them together. Okay. I needed 75 grams, but that was 74 grams, and I'm going to call that okay. All right, I'm almost in time on my oven. My oven has 38 minutes on it, so I'm almost in time with my oven. I need to go ahead and add my vanilla and mix. Open my oven and add this. I'm adding 600 grams of vanilla. I measured that. Look at me, y'all. Well, that is more than, I said 600 grams. 6 grams of vanilla. That's a lot. All right. So I'm almost in time. My oven says I have 38 minutes left on my meatloaf. So what I'm going to do is add in my butter, pop this into my pan, and cook my meatloaf and the brownies at the same time. I'm just cooking my brownies on a lower rack than my meatloaf. So the flavor of my brownies, so my meatloaf doesn't flavor my brownies. Going in with butter here. This butter is hot, by the way, because it was just cooking on the stove. Gonna mix up my mixture here and not splash it everywhere. Oh, and I didn't sift my Dutch process. I didn't sift my Dutch process cocoa powder because I knew I was pouring in hot melted butter. So the hot liquid was gonna dissolve the cocoa powder anyway. So there was no need to sift it. No one's gonna get a mouthful of cocoa powder. I don't know if this is a Dutch processed cocoa powder thing, but generally I never have to sift it. Okay. So I'm almost at 35 minutes on my oven, which is the exact bake time that I need here. So I'm pouring into my loaf pan. Well, my 8x8 pan here. Hopefully you can see that because my 8x8 is blue and not black or brown. Great. Awesome sauce.
Check it out.
All right. Yep. It is contrasting. Okay, I need the same baking temperature for my meatloaf that I do for my brownies. And behind me, we are at 35 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm opening. Lucky for me, none of my meatloaf has spilled over into the bottom. So we're doing well there. And I'm gonna take that pan out that's in there to catch grease, because no grease has fallen. And I'm sticking my brownies in. All right, so those two are gonna be done at the exact same time. And while that is cooking, I'm gonna clean up my station again. Yeah, a cooking show is really a cleaning show. Oh. And I will make the sauce because I'm gonna open my oven again and bake the sauce on just for the last 5 minutes of the cook. Gonna move my eggs over here for now, just to have them out of my way. Put my vanilla back. Okay, turning my cookbook back to here so I can grab and get into the no, get into the sauce that goes on the meatloaf. Okay.
That was quite a bread part.
It was a brain fart, wasn't it? Okay, so while this is cooking, Mr. Cameraman, can you go into the freezer, into the fourth shelf? Well, can you grab me out of there, please? Some potatoes. So on this side of the kitchen, which you can see, I think, on this side of the kitchen, I have my Instant Pot. And I'm just going to,
So you need the third.
or the third, but the fourth should also have potatoes in it. Oh no, the fourth one. I think there are less potatoes in the fourth one. Are there potatoes in there? Oh no, there are no potatoes in there. Grab me the bag with the least amount of potatoes. Oh, it might be on the very bottom one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so this is a little hack that I use all the time. When I get potatoes, I buy them in a very big quantity. I'll show you. I buy the potatoes in a very big quantity, usually 5 kilos, 7 kilos, something around there. And I stick them in the Instant Pot and I cook them. You can cook potatoes in the Instant Pot in 15 minutes, right? So I cook them and then I freeze them. So when I get ready to make potatoes, again, mashed potatoes for like a ashi, which is on the website, or a cottage pie or something like that, I can pop them in the Instant Pot really quickly and get mashed potatoes done in a heartbeat. When I originally cooked my mashed potatoes, I cooked them in chicken stock. So they already have that chicken stock infused flavor into them. I'm just gonna toss in a beef bouillon cube and a chicken bouillon cube, and then let them cook in that just to deepen the flavor even more. So these are gonna go from frozen to cooked. Oh man, kick the second camera. They're gonna go from frozen to cooked very quickly. Oh, let me do my cubes. Okay, I'm gonna do one chicken and one beef. We have a spot cat who needs pets or food. Okay. Oh, obviously the gadget video is going to have potatoes. You know what? One of my friends just joined the live, and if she wants to have dinner tonight, she is more than welcome to come.
Because she needs a place away.
No, this is our other friend of the same exact name.
So she needs away.
A little bit further than that, but she is welcome to come for dinner if she wants to. All right. All right, pressure cooker, 15 minutes. Potatoes will be done. I still have 30 minutes going on my meatloaf and brownies. I can go ahead and put my recipe book. Oh, nope, I still need to make my sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and make my sauce in a small bowl. This is a very easy dinner. I mean, you see me making it right in front of you. So let's see. Here we go. I need Worcestershire sauce, which I lovingly call what the fuck sauce. Sure. Like that.
Awesome, perfect.
I'm using Worcestershire sauce in my sauce, which I lovingly call what the fuck sauce because nobody can pronounce that. Brown sugar, okay. Cool. And I use mustard. And when I was developing this recipe, I just put mustard. I didn't put how much mustard. So we will figure that out together. Especially because I'm doubling it. Okay, so more of the hot ketchup going in. I think we're gonna run out of hot ketchup. For the sake of my own piece, I'm going to use this tablespoon, even though it's not accurate. It's not an accurate measurement. But look, there are some people that will argue with you about their tablespoon being accurate. It ain't accurate, but you know what? Bless you. And I'm using brown sugar in there because I like a little color on my sugar. If you know, you know. What the fuck sauce going in. Uh, uh, on the plate. The there? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do some hot dog stand mustard here. I don't have the good one, but I'm gonna use what I got. Okay. Now let's mix this up and see what we have here. You can come have leftovers tomorrow, but we're having a whole different dinner tomorrow. And that's if there are leftovers. Your friend's boyfriend gets big back disease when he come over here. No, how did they pronounce it in Massachusetts? Lord, I'm scared. Okay, I'm just gonna taste this. Ooh. Yeah, that's right on the money. I'm not touching that. And the hot ketchup, don't use regular ketchup. You use hot ketchup or you use Hellfire ketchup, but don't use regular ketchup. Okay. 24 minutes there. I wish the sharp sauce. I do have guests coming pretty soon. I'm about 10 minutes late on my cook time, but that's all right. I can't. No, I mean if they're here right in 10 minutes, then it'll be fine. They'll just have to wait. Worcester? Okay. That's some inarticulate. That's some inarticulate. Anyway, we're not here for me to be talking mess. Okay, so I made my sauce. My potatoes are going here. I was going to make gravy for the mashed potatoes. I was going to make gravy for the mashed potatoes, but I'm not because I don't want anything to clash. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. Just going to go in here. I'm going off camera for just a second to check to see if I still have sheep cheese, which I believe I do. And I do. Because that is going to go into the potatoes because to cheese or not to cheese, you always cheese. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up here because a cooking show is really a cleaning show. Oh shoot. They won't be there in 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They won't be there in 10 minutes. Great. Uh in 30 minutes? That would be late. Oh, like them be here in 30 minutes from now? Like 20 minutes from now. No? 25 minutes from now is great. Okay, or 30 minutes. What difference does it make? Okay, I pulled out my cheese out of the freezer. Did y'all know you could freeze cheese? I hope you did. I don't feel like that's some like groundbreaking thing. I'm gonna wash these dishes while doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna wash these dishes while all of that is happening. And in 15 minutes, I'm going to pull my meatloafs out so I can brush them with the sauce. Thank you guys for coming and spending some time with me on your Saturday. I appreciate it. I'm sure that people could be doing anything except for watching my live, and they are watching. So thank you for those of you that showed up to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh. Oh. The water in my sink gets so hot. Like, my goodness. I have burned my hand many times in this water. And I keep sticking my hand in there. Is it me? Am I the problem? Huh. Okay. Leave the sheet pan up here. That is one thing that I do love about doing this live. For people that think that cooking takes a really, really long time, you can actually see me cooking this. And it did not take a long time. The baking it part, okay, sure. But the actual cooking process, I think the meatloaf took me less than 20 minutes to make. I don't know. You minute warriors in the comment section, you can let me know. But that took me less than 20 minutes to make, and the brownies took me maybe 7 minutes to make that from start to finish. And now we're just waiting on them to cook up and bake. But this whole cooking thing, it doesn't have to be laborious unless you make it laborious. And it doesn't have to take forever either. But I'm also not going to pretend that you don't need patience to cook, because you do. And the patience is more about you not like burning yourself or cutting yourself or something like that. Patience is the mother of safety. Yeah. Yeah. I do low-key think that cooking is only for patient people. Oh, I am so excited for baking season. I have so many things that will be coming your way, including recipes that I tried to make earlier this year that flopped. Yeah, that y'all don't even know about, but you will know about it because there's one cake in particular that I really, really wanted to make that did not come to fruition last year at all. So, and also there's some cupcakes coming your way too. Because I want to do some smaller batch things. And of course, if you guys have ideas, you're more than welcome to share your ideas. I owe one of you guys a pizza recipe. Um, One of my subscribers, his name is Aaron. He asked me for a pizza recipe, and I owe him a pizza recipe. I have not forgotten about your pizza. I'm gonna make a pizza recipe, and a pizza recipe that does not require a damn pizza oven, cause that's crazy. We're gonna get us a good crispy, a good pizza. Maybe actually even a couple of pizzas, cause my favorite pizza is Chicago deep dish. So if your favorite pizza is New York style, I don't know if I'm gonna make that, but I can do like a regular American style pizza. There may be some pizzas coming too for the keto people, but I would eat a pizza even though I'm not keto. So, or carnivore or any low carb diet. Can you imagine if I was low carb trying to do this YouTube channel? Trust me, I already thought about it. That is not really in the cards. That right there. All right. Now my space is clean. I just wiped down everything. Baking session is coming soon. Submit your ideas. Yeah, please submit your ideas. Let me know. Is there something that you want to see? Is there a childhood favorite? Especially dessert. Is there a childhood favorite that tastes good? Because you know, I'm gonna leave that there. But you know, that actually tastes good, y'all. And then I can make my version of that. Oh, there is something else that I wanted to let you guys in on. So I told you what the video is going to be on Thursday. We are going to start a new series on the channel where we try out recipes that are not mine. We're going to do a monthly cookbook club recipe. So 2 of our videos in the month are going to be from a cookbook that has a recipe that's not mine. So let's see how we enjoy that. If you guys enjoy that, then we'll continue to do it. And if not, then we won't. But it's one of the ideas that is out there. So. Okay, 13 minutes on my meatloaf. My brownies are looking good. Let me just check. Yep, everything's cooking nice. Yep, everything's cooking nice in there. I'm happy. I need to get myself something to drink. Can you pass me my cup, please? Right there, right there. Oh, we didn't do any ice. I need to start the ice machine.
Ice.
Yeah. Mr. Cameraman, if you are not too busy, I'm going to ask you to clear off the table for our guestesses. Aaron poisons himself trying other people's recipe. Hopefully not. But hopefully not. Hopefully we keep the poisonings to a minimum.
Yeah, just not sure that it's a bit long. Like Aaron poisons himself trying like good at fit.
That is a bit long. You know what? I think Friday is probably more our day. I'm thinking. I think Friday is probably more our day. Yes. Yeah, the cameraman agrees. Okay. So we are experimenting with this whole going live thing. So we haven't made any hard, fast rules for ourselves, but I do notice that more of you are here on Friday than today. So Friday it is. When we live stream, it will be on a Friday. Okay. Setting the ice maker up. So hopefully we can have ice by the time our guests come.
What's left to do?
Literally nothing. Everything's cooking.
So you can maybe shut down the.
So I will show you guys, obviously I will show you guys a shot when,
Just turn it back on when it's done.
yeah.
Do you think I have that time to vacuum to actually?
I think you do, yeah. So I will show you guys a shot when everything is done. But let me know what you think about the ideas of the things going forward with the monthly cookbook club as well as the gear video. So if you have questions about gear, you should let me know now before Monday because we're gonna film the gear video on Monday. So if you really want to know what gear are we using, including our cameras, if you want to know what cameras are we using, what lenses are we using, I will outline all of that and that will all be in Thursday's video, as well as links down below if you want to purchase. Normally, the links for my favorite gear are in the description anyway, but I'll outline thing by thing and make sure that everything is in the description for you to get. I have to tell you that if you do click one of the links and purchase from one of the links, I do get a little bit of kickback for that. But, you know, no pressure either way for you to do that, but just letting you know because I have to. So if you want to support in that way, great. Also, y'all, we are so close to 500 subscribers, and I'm very excited about that. That is awesome that so many, all 452 of y'all are interested or have been interested to a point to subscribe to want to know what I have to say, which is nice. Awesome. So thank you all for that. My head not getting big. Let me see. Yo. Oh, hey. The one Android. What we cooking? So in the oven, we have meatloaf and we have brownies going at the same time. And in the pressure cooker, we have mashed potatoes going because we're going to do a meatloaf and mash kind of dinner. I'm hosting dinner parties and I just decided to film the thing. Thank you for watching. Thanks for showing up. Glad to see you here. Um, so yeah. Oh, I'm actually not sure how much of that you heard, but Thursday's video, I'm just outlining it for you. Thursday's video is going to be a gear video. So if you have questions about the gear that we use, including cameras, lights, kitchen gear, if you have questions about any of it, let me know. Then you need to come over for dinner. Where are you? Okay, I'm about to pull my meatloaf. First of all, we smoking a little bit, but I'm gonna pull my meatloaf so I can add the sauce to the top of it. Just gonna grab my glove. Oh, these meatloaves are pretty, pretty, pretty. So, doing my sauce and a brush here. Do I pull these out? I don't want to pull them out. I should pull it out? Okay. The cameraman tells me I should pull out, so I'm going to pull out. Wow. Wow. I hope you did not hear what the cameraman just said. Okay, so we will definitely include the tech. No, but I can real quick. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna turn this camera on real quick here. Is it just gonna automatically do its thing?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, we will show our tech. We'll talk about our microphones because during the summer we've been using one microphone that we normally don't use for this content. And the Netherlands is not that far away from us. Okay, there's lots of people from the Netherlands and Austria. So let me see. Okay, just pulling out the whole rack for our meatloaves here. Hope you can see that because I'm about to add the sauce to the top and let the sauce become friendly with it just for the last 5 minutes or so. And I'm not going to skimp on the sauce at all. All right. This sauce is going to caramelize because there's brown sugar in them. So the sauce is going to get dark. That's why I'm only doing it the last 5 minutes. But y'all, that's going to be so good. And that white stuff that you see is the goat cheese coming together doing its thing. All right. Up, we have guests coming. We have guests. And they want the food when it's hot and fresh out of the oven. And for the most part, everything will, well, I'm still making it, so everything's going to be hot and ready and fresh. Mr. Cameraman is taking care of our guests back there. And I will look at comments again in just a second here. Basting this. And when it comes out of the oven, I'm going to add even more sauce to it because who doesn't like sauce? I don't know if I have these gloves linked, but I definitely need to because these are a lifesaver. I used to have these really, really small oven mitts that used to get me burnt all the time. But these are it. All right. Now, our last 6 minutes. My potatoes actually just came to temperature, so that's still going to take a couple of minutes. Anyway, let's see. The one Android, uh, I would love to know what your name is first of all, because you comment so often on the videos. I would like to be able to say your name. Um, but the mic I'm using right now, you will see on Thursday. Just because you asked, I'm not going to tell you right now. Um, but it's not some wild mic that you can't go and grab anywhere. Okay. Let's see. I have never been to Austria. Yeah, you need to come because I feel like I work in the Netherlands because almost everybody at my company that I work for is from the Netherlands. So you will be right at home. And also, I don't think it would be difficult for you to speak the language or understand it either. Let me see. The name is Connor. Hey, Connor. Nice to meet you. Connor, I'm going to subscribe to your YouTube channel and check out your videos to support you because you are a big supporter of me. So I want to give back and show the love. All right. You can go to the main camera, my love. Okay, so the bowl I used earlier, I'm gonna use the same bowl. My pressure cooker took a long time to come up to temperature just because the potatoes were frozen. So, it's all right. Instant Pot is smart. Only 12 minutes on my potatoes. And then I'm gonna use my old school potato ricer only because I left the skin on them because I was being lazy. My potato ricer, the squeezy one, it works great, but not if you leave the skin on the potatoes. It does not do well with that. I mean, you can still mash through it, but you have to use the strength of Hercules in order to get through the potatoes at that point. See? Okay. Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah, you understand German. The little bit of, it's Dutch, right? Dutch. If you're from the Netherlands, you speak Dutch. Right. The little bit of Dutch that I have heard at work sounds really close to, we can't hear that. Sounds really close to to German. My guests are here and trying to be quiet, but my mic has a noise cancellation on it. That's why you can't hear the air conditioning. And maybe you can probably hear the oven and you can hear me and you can hear when I bang something on the table, but you can't hear outside and you can't hear. What was I saying? Oh, I forgot. Oh, the people that I work with, they speak Dutch. And it sounds, I can understand some of it because some of it sounds like German with a weird accent. Not weird, but different accent. Yes, Dutch. Thank you. Did you think I was in America? I'm not. I'm in Austria. I'm in Austria. My meatloaf is smoky, unfortunately. It's not burnt, but it's smoky. It's because of all of the lovely juices bubbling up and not spilling on the brownie that's also in the oven at the same time. Dutch is a little softer compared to German. Oh, okay. The cameraman agrees with you. Do I think it's softer compared to German? I don't know. Uh,
It's like if German and English were drunk and had sex together,
uh-huh.
it would have made like Dutch, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat that because I'm not sure you heard what he said. He said it's like if German and English had sex together. Is that what you said? Interesting. That is what the cameraman thinks. It sounds like if German and English had sex together. I knew you. I knew you were. I knew you weren't in America, but didn't know where. Yeah, I'm next door. I'm next door. So come for dinner. Greetings from Texas. Hey there from Texas. Super Stokey. Do I know you? Greetings from Texas. Do I know you? Do I know who you are? Okay, less than a minute on this meatloaf, and I will show you once it comes out because I'm gonna baste it with even more sauce. Yeah, come on, pack. Pack your bags. 30 seconds on both the brownie and the meatloaf. Yes, I cooked them in the same oven at the same time. Yes, I did. No, the brownie's not gonna taste like meatloaf. No, the meatloaf's not gonna taste like the brownie. The meatloaf is gonna taste like goddamn that's good, is what it's gonna taste like. If I have any part to do with it. Oh, this is from a mashed potato. This is why I got the bowl out. Okay. Stick that in there. Because I enjoy big bag activities, I will be adding more sauce to the meatloaf because why not? Whoever said don't add more sauce? Actually, I have heard people say don't add more sauce, but that's usually for a salad, not for meatloaf. And also for people that don't like sauce. So hungry. Oh, all right. Well, the food is almost ready. Everything will be ready in 7 minutes. All right. So I'm going to show you the brownie so y'all can get a view of that. And it's brown.
What?
Yeah, it's brown.
The brown brownie.
It's brown. It's brown.
Yep.
The brownie is brown. I'm going to do a little taste test of the brownie and the meatloaf. Just a little teeny taste test. Because I don't want to, make my guests' heads pop off because I'm getting to eat it and they're not. So do I do a little taste test right now? Okay. I'm going to do something slightly sacrilegious. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut my brownie up.
It would be very weird if I rolled the outro right after this.
If you roll the outro right now. I'm cutting through my brownie just because I want you guys to see like what I consider to be a fudgy brownie. Ooh, that chocolate is all melty. I'm gonna do little teeny squares. To be honest, I call this punk ass squares because who eats the little squares like that? But still we rise. Also, I'm really not gonna be able to eat this brownie fresh out of the oven like that. It's so gooey. I mean, you can tell. I'm gonna spoon out a little corner for myself. But in all reality, I would eat this brownie in 4 squares with vanilla ice cream. And we got a big old tub of vanilla ice cream. Oh, I've never had that. So when you come over for dinner, you got to bring me some of that. Very tasty. That brownie looks so good. Okay. Oh, you know what? You can have vanilla ice cream. We got vanilla ice cream. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get me a little plate and a spoon, and I'm gonna spoon this out and taste this. I'm going for this little corner right here just to show you. Really, I'm just showing you how gooey the brownie is. Okay. Oh, can they see that? Do I need to?
You can see that.
Great. Yeah, you saw I could just scoop it out with the spoon. That is some good stuff. Oh, your battery's about to die? Okay. That just reminded me, I'm about to buy some rechargeable batteries. So hopefully that gets here by Monday. Okay, I'm going to taste this. And I think we're just going to go to the main camera now. Oh my God. It's hot as hell. But it's also good as hell. So when I say this is fudgy, this is like sticking to the roof of your mouth fudgy, which is not great because it just came out of the oven. But it is great if you serve this under some ice cream and it's just melting on the top. Fab. Okay, just because this camera is dying because we've been filming for a while, I'm gonna switch to the meatloaf, show you guys me saucing it if the camera doesn't die before then, and then show me tasting it. And by the time that's done, I'll be grabbing the potatoes and mashing them and saying goodbye to y'all so we can have dinner. Okay, my sauce didn't get too dark because I put it on there at the last minute. Okay, adding more sauce. To this. Meatloaf is an American classic dish, by the way. Not specifically a Southern dish. So I'm happy to make this, to make it my way.
He also made some very fine music.
Oh, there's also a person named Meatloaf, also from the United States, no relation to this recipe.
Who made some very nice music.
Maybe he makes meatloaf.
Wow, not anymore.
Maybe it was his favorite meal. Apparently he is no longer alive. Damn, that's gonna be good. I put hot ketchup in this, so sorry white people, it's gonna burn your mouth up a little bit, but y'all will be all right. Put some spice in your life. But really, you can use the Hellfire ketchup. Just don't tell. But I'm using hot ketchup because I'm generous. All right. I'm going to get me a little taste of this. Also using a teeny tiny plate and another ceramic knife. Oh, that's too big. I don't want too big of a piece now. Shit. Just cut like that. Okay, I'm trying to get myself a little sneaky tiny piece out of here. The cameraman is working on the images here. So if you saw the picture go out, we are still up and running. Everything's all right. And the picture is back for y'all. Great. Woo. Ooh. Okay. Woo. Perfectly cooked, extremely juicy meatloaf. Here we go, jumping in for the taste test of this. Woo. Woo. Oh. Woo. Yo. I need to stop eating. Okay. Okay, so that beeping is my potatoes. They're done. That meatloaf is good. Especially if you've never had a meatloaf. This is one of those mouth-watery. God damn, that's good. That meatloaf is good. Waiting for this. But what I'm going to do while that is doing its thing. Going to put my sheep cheese in. This is an alteration for a guest, by the way, but I'm putting sheep cheese in. Normally I use goat cheese and lots of butter, but we're making alterations today. Doing what we got to do. Okay, so my sheep cheese was in the freezer. I pulled it out of the freezer. I'm gonna check these comments in just a second. I pulled my sheep cheese out of the freezer, but these hot ass potatoes are going to melt my sheep cheese. So, gonna go ahead and put some spices in here. First spice I'm going in with is Macedonian chili. Don't ask me what's in it because I really have no idea, but guess what? It's good. So I'm gonna keep using it. Salt, because if you don't add salt, you can't taste anything. Adding Tony's in. Ooh. Cover my nose so I don't sneeze. Okay. Going in with steak seasoning now. I know it's weird, but trust me on it. Going in with everything but your social security number. Kidding, everything but the bagel. Also, if you want the recipe to the mashed potatoes I'm making right now, my traditional way of making it, aaroninthekitchen.com is where you can find the recipe for that. Okay. I can shift this over. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, not burning my hand. Thank good. Oh shit, spoke too soon. Burned my hand. Don't touch hot metal things straight out of the oven. Guys, obviously, you don't do that. Okay, checking the comment section. Oh, I love that with vanilla ice cream. This is gonna be a good fudge brownie if you put that in the fridge. It's gonna stay fudgy. You don't actually have to put it in the fridge. I mean, unless you just want to. If you do, you know, do your thing. I have had meatloaf once. Oh, your mom raised you American. She loved making American style dishes. Okay, good for you, mama. That meatloaf looks really good. Thank you, thank you. My boyfriend has never had meatloaf. You know what? You, American girl, I blame you that your boyfriend ain't never had no meatloaf. Oh, but sheep cheese is good enough though. Sheep cheese is good enough. This sheep cheese is actually quite good. So I ain't mad at it. Gonna go in with some pepper and some dill before I pull out these potatoes. But I want some black pep and some dill. Going in with the dill. I do believe that the dill is an alteration from my original recipe. So add it or don't. Up to you. All right. Oh, shoot. All right. Oh. The seasonings really want to win this victory and make me sneeze, but I'm not allowing it. Okay, moving my pot of hot potatoes over. If you hear that annoying beeping, that is my Instant Pot that I just turned off. Going into this pot that you probably cannot see. But I am going to zoom out and move that over so you can get both. So in this pot, you have the potatoes, yes, but you still have some chicken from a chicken stock in there. So I'm going to be really, really careful when I'm fishing out these potatoes to not get any of the bones in there. They do if you cook them in chicken stock that is homemade. And it still has some bits of chicken in it. Who minds a little bit of bits of chicken in their potatoes? Not me. Because that sounds good. I just don't want the bones in there. But you might get a little bit of chicken And these potatoes, maybe even a little bit of chicken skin if that doesn't weird you out. Let me see. Okay. Nope, that's a lot of bones there. Trying to be careful here. Cooking a little bit faster than I normally would, only because I have hungry people here and I don't want them to have to wait any longer than they already have to. All right. I'm gonna use a spoon and just like help myself out here. Oh, this is a spider. This is called a spider, this thing that I'm using. You can see that chicken from that chicken stock, that homemade chicken stock in there. Yep, potatoes. And I used one of my light bags of potatoes, so it's probably only about 1 kilo of potatoes in this. Let me make sure I don't have any more potatoes on the bottom. Nope, that's just chicken. Just chicken. Beautiful. So real chicken stock, y'all. Not the stuff that you buy from the store. All right. The good thing is everything is hot and ready. The meatloaf needed to cool down anyway in order to be served. My cheese is frozen, so this is going to cool down my potatoes at the same time. So as soon as I'm done mashing these, they will be ready to serve. I am going to add a little bit of oil to these though. Normally I would add butter, but I ran out of butter and the stores are closed, so it is what it is. All right. Smells good, looks good. And you can see these potatoes are not white, and it's because they were cooked in that chicken stock, and they were cooked in the chicken stock twice at this point. So all right. Almost there. Okay, normally I would add butter, but I'm adding just a little splash of olive oil here because we need it. Yeah, that already changed the consistency, as I hope you can see. And I don't have a dairy-free milk, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some of my liquid. So the chicken broth, I'm going to add some chicken broth to my potatoes because, first of all, more flavor. So I'm doing 2 ladles of that. I think mashed potatoes have to have a balance of them being thick, but also creamy. I don't like watery mashed potatoes, but I do like them thick now. All right. Here we go. So, potatoes done. Brownie done. Meatloaf done. Let me see if I can get it all into one frame. I will show you what our table is looking like. All right, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in to the live stream. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. You could have been anywhere else, and I appreciate you being with me. I will see you on Monday for a regularly scheduled video, and Thursday for the gear video. Again, if you have specific questions about gear, then let me know in the comment section below. And if you have recipe ideas, because baking season is coming, let me know. I'm hungry. Bye, y'all.